日本時間31日、ムーキー・ベッツが司会を務めるベイスポーツ専門メディア、ブリーチャーレポートのポッドキャスト番組、オンベース・ウィズ・ベッツの最新回が公開され、現在のシリーズで対戦しているダイヤモンドバックスのヘラルド・ペルドモがゲスト出演しました。ペルドモ選手といえば、大谷選手に日本語で話しかけることでも知られています。オールスター戦では、
元気ですか？バットにサインください。
と声をかけ、サイン入りバットをおねだりしたエピソードが有名です。さらに過去のインタビューでは、
二塁ベースに大谷選手が来た時に、僕のことをバカかアホタレのどっちで呼んでみたいと聞いたんだ。そしたら彼はバカって言ったんだ
と、大谷選手との微笑ましいやり取りを紹介していました。同じショートストップを守る2人は、ポジション特有のメンタル面での難しさについて語り合い、さらに互いのチームメイトに関する雑談でも盛り上がりました。ベッツは、自身の最終的な目標が野球殿堂入りであることを明かし、その思いについても語っています。結果よりもプロセス、そして楽しむ心を強く共有する内容となっており、非常に興味深い回となっております。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。また、米国の人気番組、ジム・ロームショーに出演したドジャースの編成本部長アンドリュー・フリードマン氏が、インタビューの中で自らの言葉で大谷翔平を絶賛する場面がありましたので、こちらも合わせてご紹介いたします。
That's hilarious. Okay, the next one is Corbin Carroll can run you down on the bases. Corbin Carroll can run you down on the bases. So if you guys started, if he started like halfway to first base and you started on first base, do you think he could catch you? Because look, there's this right here where he was running you down. That's a bad video. Guys. Look at that.
I'm out.
You're out.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah.
So you're do you feel like you're just as fast?
I was jogging right there.
Oh,
I knew because I
okay.
knew I can score easy, you know.
Okay.
But Corbin is fast.
He's
man.
fast,
yeah.
right?
He probably can get me. Yeah. More close, he can get me.
Okay.
Especially that year. That year he was like running like, you know.
He's flying.
Flying.
I mean,
yeah. He was flying.
Yeah. Okay, so the last one. Turning a double play. There's an art to turning a double play. Like there's a lot of technique to turning a double play. Are you on base or off base on that?
Again.
And so tell me about that, because the Diamondbacks, you guys lead the league in turning double plays, and I know I've been out there 1,000 times to Arizona. I see you guys do your early work, and you're always constantly working on turning double plays. So what is it about turning double plays that you guys have figured out or that you do personally?
For me, I feel it's a gift, but to the end of the day, you have to know who is your partner. You know, you have to know what is his best path to catch the ball. You know, I got Marte. You know, I've been with Marte the last 4 years, so I know exactly what I had to throw the ball to him because he got really good hand, and you know, we've been communicate every time, like you know, anticipate, and I feel it's a gift. To the end of the day, it's a gift, you know.
And so do you think that your personal relationship has anything to do with turning double plays?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I know him for the last 4 years, so we've been practicing some different, like, you know, man, playing shortstop is hard.
Yeah, yes.
Especially like, you know, you gotta anticipate everything. I mean, you got the experience now. You know, it's way different than the outfield. But when you know your partner, when you know where you have to throw the ball, where you know who's running, I think it's make way easy.
And so during spring training, like how did you learn where he likes the ball?
During spring training. During spring training, yeah. We sometimes we do like 40, 30 ground ball together, in spring training. Sometimes more than that, you know. That's how you start learning like
the chemistry.
The chemistry, That's and how he like it.
You know, I'm going to start doing that. I mean, with us, you know, we've had some injuries and whatnot, so there's been a couple different people playing second base and, you know, playing with multiple second basemen. It gets kind of hard sometimes because Tommy is a little shorter, so I had to throw it a little lower. Where Miggy Rojas is a little bit taller, but you can kind of throw it anywhere for him. And then Alex Freeland right now, who is a young guy, he's just now really learning to play second base. And so, it's kind of tough.
It's kind of tough because you got alternates on majority of the time.
So what do you do? What would your advice be for me, knowing that I'm playing with multiple second basemen?
I mean, the first question you gotta tell him like, what is the best spot for them?
Okay.
To catch the ball, whatever make you feel more comfortable on the base. That's where you gotta throw.
Okay.
I told Marte like, where are you gonna get the ball? He always tell me like, oh, I gotta be on front. Oh, give me a little bit on the back. It's depend the ground ball, But for you, like I said, like you gotta know where the spot to make a good throw and be accurate. You gotta be you. You are an amazing athlete. And,
Thank you, bro.
I told you like last year, like you definitely can play shortstop.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's a lot of work, man. Mentally, people don't know.
Yeah, it's
it's more mentally. Like I feel like in the outfield, I never play outfield, but I feel I can be good because you got more free.
Yeah.
You free over there. You probably can deal with the fan, but as shortstop, you gotta anticipate every play. You gotta be involved on every play.
Yeah.
In
You're
every
the
situation.
captain. You're the captain.
Yeah.
And
it's like the quarterback.
Of the whole field.
Yeah, kind of similar. Yeah.
The
So
whole thing.
That's the point.
Okay.
And people like you start playing shortstop, right? You was before you signed.
I was a shortstop.
You was a shortstop when you signed. So.
Even then, but then I didn't really get to learn. In high school, you don't really learn a whole lot. I mean, you don't learn a little bit, but then I immediately moved to second base, and so I was on the other side,
right?
And so
it was kind of hard, yeah. But like I said, like you're an athlete.
So
the only difference is just the mental spot, like how to be involved in every play. Yeah. I've been playing shortstop my whole life, and sometimes like I mess it up.
Yeah.
The majority of the time.
Everybody
I mean,
does.
sometimes, yeah. But, I always like try to anticipate every play. Like yesterday I get confused, because we play a lot on the hole to you guys. And, I realized you guys have like a mark.
Yeah, you saw marks
like
back there.
Straight up, 5-step.
Yep.
I mean, stay 5-6.
Yep.
And I went to my infield coach and I said, they only had 2 mark. And they don't have like, Che 5-6, like what is supposed to do, because I feel like this feels a little bit like tiny in the infield.
Yeah.
More when you play in the hole. So man, I was like very like frustrated. Even I played like a couple times here. I mean a lot of time, but I was kind of like frustrated, like how, because I was close by the third baseman.
Yeah,
you
feel congested.
Like yeah. And so like you see, I remember the land drive yesterday. I can catch that ball like on my feet. But how the third base was playing it made me like confused.
Yeah,
you know.
That's all right. Well, I mean, it's good to know that you've been playing your whole life and you still get confused.
Right.
Sometimes this year, especially this year, there's been some situations that I've had no idea what to do. I'm just out there infield in, man it. First and third, if you get a ground ball to your right, you got to go home. But if it's right at you, you have to look at the guy at third, make sure he's not going, then try and turn two.
It's a lot of process, man. It's a lot, a lot.
It's so it is what it is. So, all right. So I want to switch gears a little bit. You so far, and the season's not done. You have a month left, and you've already set the record for the most RBIs by a shortstop.
Is that true?
Yeah, you have. Did you know that?
I think so.
You knew that. Okay, so tell me about that. Like, does that mean anything? Does that like mean anything to you? Like, is that special?
I mean, I feel like every player, play this game, to support our family,
right,
to get some award and all this stuff. But I never realized.
Yeah.
I never thought. And when I was close to doing it, Tori put me lead off.
Oh, okay.
To hitting lead off. I
okay.
said, man, because I remember on 23, I was like 40 RBI.
Yeah.
Like 39 with 2 months before the All-Star break. And he put me lead off, and I just only like get one in.
Yeah.
In 2 months.
Yeah.
But for me, it made me feel proud.
Yeah.
Of myself,
yeah,
of my hitting coaches,
yeah,
of my family, all the process we've been through in the last 3 years. So that's why I've been proud. More not by myself, just for my hitting coach.
And you do. I mean, And I've learned, obviously, playing the outfield is one thing, but playing shortstop every day, like that mental
side,
that the mental side of playing shortstop every day is really, really hard. Like, it's something that I've had to learn this year. And physically, physical is one thing. We work out. Everybody works out. Not everybody takes care of their body, but I do a really good job and take care of my body. But even with that, like just showing up every day, knowing that you have to take ground balls, you have to work on 3 or 4 different aspects of what could possibly happen. And, because in the outfield, I would take my ground balls, I would shag a little bit, shag like a group, and then go in, like,
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Like, that's the hard part of playing shortstop. Like, you got to prepare yourself every single day.
Every single day games.
Like, day games. Like,
time zone changes, field changes, all this stuff.
I love to catch ground ball every day. But sometimes, man, you feel like your body, like, I got to take this day. And sometimes, like, man, we're half in the game. It's kind of hard. Like, that's what I told you. Like, people don't realize how the infield prepare.
Yeah.
Especially shortstop.
Especially shortstop.
It is hard. Like, for me, like, I like to get flip fungal every single day. And the speed of the ball.
Yep.
Sometimes you gotta go for a slow runner.
Yeah.
It's hard. It is hard. It's a lot.
The thing that for me this year that I really have noticed since I've been playing short every day is going from city to city and how much the field changes.
Bro.
Like the field changes a lot every series.
I feel that's the worst part on playing on the infield. Because you gotta know the field where you're playing.
Yes. It's so important. Like
it's different when you play in Cincinnati than you play here.
Then you play here. Then when you go to Texas or you guys, because it's turf on the infield,
right? And
then it gets to grass, and then
Toronto, bro,
or Toronto, exactly.
Like when that grass turf is way harder than us.
Yes,
the ball bouncing more.
Yep. And so you have to take these ground balls just to even see, and who knows? You may have got in at 2 a.m. You have to go to the field, go early, because you can't take these ground balls during BP.
Like, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Me personally, I don't like it doing during BP. I like to do early.
Yeah, I want to do it early.
Because I want to do all my stuff. I gotta we was in Milwaukee last year, and that field, it's kind of like tricky the infield. Sometimes you think the ball gonna be slow, but that guy play faster.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hard.
Yep.
The infield is hard. So I gotta go early to check all the dimension of the infield. Sometimes like you saw me like I get down like a squat.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm tired. It's because like I'm thinking about like what I gonna do if he hit me this ground ball in this area. Then I know it's really bad. Yeah. Like I'm thinking like sometimes I worry about it. Like how I gonna do it.
Yeah. When I get up the middle sometimes, and there's been a lot of people at second base, I sometimes I get worried because there's a lot of cleat marks, and where those cleat marks are, that's where the ball takes bad hops. So like you said, I'm like, okay, if he hits a ball around this area, I have to go, because if I don't go, that ball will take a bad hop, and I don't want it to take that bad hop, so I have to go. Or if I'm a little off to the side, all right, a freshly dragged field, the first inning or whenever they drag it, like, okay, I don't have to play so aggressive because the ball is is going to be pretty smooth.
It happened to me in Detroit. I had made 2 errors in one play, fielding error and throwing error, because the ball gave me on the front. But I was talking with Marte during that play. I said, man, I was talking like, hey, my right side, these things feel really bad.
Yeah.
If I get a ground ball like a hot shot, I gotta attack this ball with 2 hands. Okay. I was talking like during the at bat.
Okay, yeah.
And literally like 10 seconds later, he gave me that ground ball, the catcher Roger.
Okay.
And I was like, I see the ground ball like happening, and I said, I gotta go get it.
Yeah.
So when I went for the ball, I was in tough spot, like tough bound.
Yeah.
And I make fielding error, and the ball get in front. And when I throw it, bro, it was like over the face.
That happens though. It happens to everybody. See,
But you see like how hard it is for us.
Oh yeah.
Like adjustment and
Yeah.
all those
Different
fields.
cities, different climates, all that type of stuff. You talked about Marte. How is it playing with him? He's like, I mean, I would say he's definitely one of the top. He is probably one of the top second basemen. No, he is top second basemen in the league. How is it playing with him?
It's amazing, bro. What he can do when he healthy
Yeah.
is something like you gotta enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta see it and enjoy the show.
Yeah, for
Because
real.
you're gonna put a good show.
On both sides.
On both sides of the play.
sides
Yeah.
of the, yep.
Playing
and
defense.
Playing defense.
You know,
yeah.
like,
Everything.
He's an amazing player.
Yeah, yes, he is.
I
And
love playing with him.
I love. Really, I love getting to talk to him and everything. He's just a really really good person.
Yeah,
you know? And
he
so I
is.
can only imagine playing with him. It's got to be a lot of fun.
And especially like all the process he went through
Mm-hmm.
since he lost his money. You know, it's hard. It's
Yeah,
been hard for
yeah.
him, and I'm glad and proud for him because he been doing a great job and had some fun
Yeah. Good.
through all that.
Okay, the next one is speaking of the Giants. A fan showed up at Oracle Park on a boat. They have boats in the.
I saw that. I think I saw that.
I
one
haven't
too.
seen this.
Yeah.
So, he just came to the park on a boat.
The
He didn't have
best
to get a
way.
ticket.
That's the best way.
Did he have to get a ticket?
I don't think so.
Good for him. That is big.
That was
league
amazing.
stuff right there, boy. So I wonder if they came and found him.
They gotta put that clear in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
That's
that's
for sure.
amazing. That's some rich people stuff right there. So
Have
all
you
right.
seen that before?
No, I never seen
right?
that.
Me neither.
I know they stand out there to catch like a homer or something.
the
I didn't
homer,
know that
but
was.
no getting to the field.
Yeah. Okay. So and then obviously we all know Schwarber had a four homer night. He now has 49. He has 40. I feel like he hits 40 and 50 every year.
Bro,
I don't know how
think
many homers.
the last 3 years have been like 40, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder how many homers he has.
That guy can hit.
Oh, and Gino had a 4 homer.
Oh, yeah.
This year too.
He got 3 against the same pitcher.
Oh.
I think Holmes from the
With the
Braves.
Mets? Oh,
the Braves. The Braves.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, like, when you're seeing, I know obviously this is amazing. I don't want to discount this, but you got to see this one live, right? So, how was that? Like, after you hit 3, right? What do you?
I was in the dugout. He said he gonna hit at the number 4.
He said it?
No. I told the
Okay,
guy
okay.
He said he coming for the 4.
Yeah.
He's coming for that.
Did he say anything?
He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything. And
it was like 4 straight, man.
And
4 straight.
And none of them were. They're not like lucky homers. They're like
No, it was a bomb.
Yeah, it was all bombs.
Bombs, yeah.
And I wonder what it's like. I mean, I've had some 3 homer games, but going for the 4th.
I never asked him like if he had that in his mind to hit the number 4.
Yeah.
Like thinking about like, oh, I got another chance to hit 4.
I've had 6 3-homer games. Never a 4.
You had 6?
6 3-homer
Wow.
games, and on the 4th,
What a power!
no.
What a power hitter!
No,
What your career high?
I don't know.
39?
39.
You don't know.
No, 39. I don't know how
You
many.
gotta know your number.
I don't know how many home runs I have.
How
right
many
now.
hits do you have?
How many hits?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to it because it's so long, and my goal is to be in the Hall of Fame. And so,
Gotcha.
like, I feel like in that process, the numbers are kind of irrelevant. Just because I'm playing every day,
Yeah.
the numbers are going to constantly change every day.
Right.
So
you don't
like,
want to focus on that.
Yeah, I don't really. I'll look at it in the end, but just like to your point, like I'm just really the only way I'm really going to be able to get there is by playing every day.
Yeah.
You have to be available every day to put up whatever stats, whatever it is
I
that you
feel
want
like
to do.
We don't know all the stuff. We just know the stuff how we do it this year.
Right,
You know,
exactly,
because we see
exactly,
the
exactly,
board.
exactly.
And we gotta see the scoreboard sometime, like to see how the pitcher throwing or
Yep,
what we
yeah,
throwing,
yeah,
how hard
yeah,
he throwing,
yeah, yeah.
and obviously we gotta see our stuff. But I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like stuff like that is just. I mean, it changes all the time. You know, it changes from one day to the next. And so there's no real point in paying attention to it when I'm just a very process-oriented person. And so I love just sticking to my process and letting the results be the results. Like they're gonna it's gonna be there in the end. Like you're gonna get your hits, or you're gonna, whatever kind of player you are. I remember Dustin Pedroia told me this my first year, maybe it was my second year, and he was like, whatever kind of player you are, if you're a 280 hitter, you're gonna be somewhere around 280 at the end of the year. If you're a 300 hitter, you're going to be somewhere around 300 at the end of the year.
Right.
So that was one thing that
I heard the story. I heard the same story from Beltre.
Okay, the same thing,
Beltre
right?
told Andrews, like, Beltre was hitting like 100 and something at the beginning of the year for like the first 2 months. And he was like seeing guy was hitting like 340. And he told Andrews told me that story. He said, you see those guys? Like to the end of the year, they're gonna hit exactly what they're supposed to hit to the end of the season.
Yep.
And I'm gonna hit 300 to the end of the year, and that's exactly how he did.
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
that's exactly how it goes. And so,
but I before we go to the next question, so how that make you feel, or what is in your mind after the second homer? You got
after the second homer,
you got 6 career,
6 3-homer games.
Wow.
Yeah. After the second homer,
you going for it or just
because you didn't really go for it.
It's okay. Be honest.
The fourth one, yes, not the third.
Oh,
one.
The third one.
The fourth one is like, okay, how many times are you going to get to 3 homers, which is not very, very often.
Very often, yeah.
So like, if you get to 3, it's like you have to try for the 4th, but then you hit 3 without trying. So it's like, it's that balance of figuring out, like, okay, if you go up there and try, think about how many times you went up there to try to hit a homer and actually did it.
But it is in your mind.
Oh, it's
right?
definitely in your mind. You know,
because sometimes I've been getting like a leadoff homer.
Yeah.
Or my first about homer, and then I say, man, I talking with God like, man, I never hit 2 in my career, so I went. Like, I'm smiling, like, you know, like,
I know
thinking about it, like, what about if it happened next at bat? You know, what about if it happened my last at bat? You know, it's kind of like cool how we think.
Yep.
At the same time, like, you hit 6 career 3 homer, and like going for the 4. Like, I see Schwarber, the Schwarber one, he hit 4 against pitcher.
Yeah.
And he get the last at bat against position player.
Oh, that's even harder.
And he pop up.
Oh.
Yeah, he pop up. He said like, oh, if you see the interview, he said, oh, I wish and try the hit my last about for a homer for the 5th, you know?
Yeah.
Just try to be like natural, like he tried to hit a homer.
See, that's the thing. That's what happens.
It was a pop-up.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Position player.
And so you have to really just stick with the process, and that's what I've really learned. Going into the next point, like it talks about, like you enjoy really having fun on the field, and I've learned that through playing shortstop, like how to have fun on the field, because you don't really have fun. It's hard to have fun playing shortstop because there's so much that you have to think about, so much that you have to do. But I've learned that if I just get lost in my process, right, get lost in stuff that's not baseball, if that makes sense, like my moves, like my practice, getting lost in that, it helps me to where when it's time in the 8th inning and it's 2 outs and a man at second and third, like I can still have fun going after the ball the same way than it was in the first inning, right? And so I think I want to hear from you, your perspective on having fun, and is it a process that you can now not think about baseball to have fun, or how is it for you that you get to have so much fun on the field?
Just enjoy what I'm doing.
You love what you do.
Like having fun with you guys. Sometimes our pitcher like been throwing a lot of fastball, and I say, man, if we throw this ball to this guy right here, it wanna be a bomb. And sometimes I scream, like,
really?
wow, you know, like even if it's our pitcher, but for me, I just try to have fun.
Yeah.
It don't matter how my day go. Don't matter like what I've been through at home. Like when I go to the field, I just try to have fun.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have fun for sure.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm going 0 for 3 with 3 strikeout, I'm gonna have fun. I'm probably gonna have fun because seeing Marte, see Blaze Alexander, see Corbin Carroll hit a homer. You know, like, bro.
So you find fun with other people's
with
success
other people,
as well,
yeah. I'm a goofy man.
Yeah,
you know.
I know.
You gotta ask Shohei.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
I call him like Don one time in Japanese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he told this is Evo, third grade coach.
Yeah, Evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
He told her like, do you see how he called me?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he called me dumb. He started laughing. You know, like I like to have fun. Like with stuff like that. I want to make the other guy happy. You know, even if he got harder. You know, I try to make that guy smiling.
Watching him compete for the last, now going into my 11th year of watching him compete, is one of the joys of my career. He is the ultimate competitor. And I think what impresses me most is being around, seeing other superstar players. They are stubborn, and it serves them really well, and they become great, and they're dominant and one of the best in the world at what they do. And then as they either suffer an injury or as they get older, it's harder for them to adapt. And so their career kind of fizzles out because they kept doing things the way they had done it. It served them really well for a long period of time. And to Kersh's credit, the way he has continued to kind of reinvent himself and figure out how to get better and how to play the slice. His stuff isn't as good as it was 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. But his ability to get outs really isn't that different. And it's the ultimate testament to a guy, a competitor, and to get a chance to watch him, again, is one of the joys of my career. It's funny, he's underrated. I don't think the human brain can comprehend what he does, and the value it provides, how good he is at both things. I don't think humans can grasp it to the magnitude that it is, and in some weird way, I think he's really underrated. I think Kyle Schwarber is having an unbelievable year. What kind of leader he is, how fearful he is in the box. It's just any time over the years that you say, hey, there's an MVP debate, Shohei versus anyone, I just don't understand it, especially in a year where he's pitching as well. I don't get it. And, again, I think part of it is there's just not enough appreciation for what he does, how difficult it is, and how he is one of one. Just things are coming together. We've talked about this a lot, the 162 game grind. There's ups and downs and, periods where you feel like you're never going to lose another game. And then other periods where you feel like you're never going to win another game. And so we've certainly been through that. But, just looking ahead, and first thing we have to do is make it to October. But if we're fortunate enough to do that, I think that we are going to have the most talented pitching staff we've ever had going into October. So that's exciting.